call, get another phone call set up for this evening. So really, really excited. But yeah, what a very busy day today for this team. Man, oh man, it's just I say this every time we get on these Zoom calls that the momentum right now is just absolutely crazy, and that's the excitement that we got to share with everybody that's in this company. Is just keep sharing the excitement. Don't go into thinking that you know everything, because you're not going to come in front of Willie and let Willie do the job. I don't know everything yet, but I'm learning, and it's because I'm being consistent on getting on these Zoom presentations to see how he does it so we can duplicate that. So we're going to get this started here very shortly. For those that don't know me, Scott here from the U.S. I've been in Thrive INT now for a little over a month, and I'm just having so much fun with this. It's been a long time since I've actually had a lot of fun doing business. I'm not saying I never did have fun, but I'm having a lot of fun right now, and I think it's because of the whole world is really starting to shift into something that's really exciting, and that goes by the little name Bitcoin. If you're looking on Google, and you Google Bitcoin and what it's worth today, what it was worth back in 2009, you're gonna stop and think, man, I need to invest now, right? And so and their investors, big investors, are saying by the end of this year, possibly even sooner, with the rate that it's climbing, it could potentially reach $5,000 to $10,000. What does that mean for us? Well, when you're part of a very lucrative Bitcoin paying platform as Thrive INT, you get paid in Bitcoin. I mean, you're going to see the information presented to you today. I'm not going to get right into it, but I can tell you, take notes. Get a pen and paper out and take some notes. Write down what you see on the screen in front of you, because you're going to go back to them and the eyeballs are going to open up, the jaw is going to drop, and the light bulbs are going to go off, and you're going to tell yourself this: I need to get in this. This is one of the fastest and most powerful Bitcoin platforms I've ever seen. And I've seen some, and it's important to understand that this company is for real. It's not one of those, sign me up today and gone kind of deal. This isn't. This is going to be around for many, many tomorrows. And that is all because of our CEO, James Francis. The guy's extremely brilliant. He's humble. He's just got a heart of gold, and he truly cares and wears passion on his sleeves for the people in this company and around the globe. So I'm fired up. I'm super, super fired up. I am just beyond excited with what's happening, but we got to get this party started. We really do. We could sit here all day and talk about what a wonderful business it is, and it is, but I want you guys to see it right now in front of you, what we have. So the gentleman that's going to be doing our presentation, once again, Mr. Willie Breedt out of South Africa. You guys, this guy's been in the game for a very, very, very long time, probably longer than some of you that are joining the company now. 20 plus years in the industry. He knows what works. He knows what works. And when he sees something that's so powerful, and he sees something that's a logical solution to today's economic and currency crisis, his head exploded just like mine did when he introduced it to me just not too long ago. So I'm not going to steal any more of his thunder. I am so excited to introduce this guy that literally is paving the way for this family to grow as one. Mr. Willie Breedt. Take it away, brother.
Thank you, Scott, for that introduction. And yes, it's really exciting. On every day we've got so many people that just want to talk to us, and it's like a non-stop thing where people are inquiring about Thrive International and Bitcoin and what's going on, and how can they get involved. And we're busy with all these launches all over the world. Nigeria is happening this coming Saturday, and those people there doing an amazing job of promoting this. And we're also lining up the Johannesburg launch on the 27th, and then of course in Durban on the 20th. And then we'll be launching in all these countries all over the world as they get their markets established, because this company is about people. And I was so amazed last night. I opened up the tickets, the e-tickets online for the Joburg event. And this morning I had 200 tickets already confirmed. And I mean, in such a short space of time, that's really an amazing. And that shows you that people are hungry. People are hungry to finally get involved in something that works. And that's what we've got in Thrive International. So let me share my screen with you all, and let's get going with the presentation. Okay, good. I'm just going to make sure that everybody is muted out. We'll keep the mics muted until we get to the question and answer session. You're more than welcome to type whatever question you have in the chat room, and we'll answer that when we get to the question and answer session. So what an amazing day again, as we mentioned before already, or once again, history being written with the highest prices in Bitcoin ever. And people are just getting involved all over the world with getting bitcoins, getting a hold of bitcoins, looking at ways to earn more Bitcoin. And that's what we've got with Thrive International. And the reason is that people are now realizing that Bitcoin is not just a currency that you can earn on a daily basis, but also it's more of an investment, because I mean, people bought Bitcoin in 2009, actually in October 2009, 10 months before the official launch. And Bitcoin was traded at $1 for 1.309 Bitcoin at that stage. And today, Bitcoin was trading close to $1,800 a Bitcoin. That is a massive jump in such a short space of time. And it's because people are tired. People are tired of currencies devaluating all the time, not knowing what's happening with the currencies tomorrow, inflation and everything and so on. And it's such a big turnaround to have a currency that's appreciating all the time. We've got predictions for the end of this year to be at $3,000. But some of the professionals are now predicting even a higher figure than that, and even talking about $5,000 US by the end of this year. And by the end of 2018, a Bitcoin value of $10,000 US a Bitcoin. Now, if you bought Bitcoin in 2009, and it doesn't matter what amount you actually bought at that stage, you probably would have been a millionaire today. And people are waking up to that reality, and people want to get involved in Bitcoin. But it's never too late. Like I say to people, it's never too late to get involved in Bitcoin, because we know that it's growing all the time. Over centuries, people have bought gold all of the time. And that's what Bitcoin is here as well. So no matter what time it is, no matter when the Bitcoin price is actually high, it's still the best time to get in, because it's better to be in Bitcoin than not to be in. So any business starts with a business idea, and Thrive is no different. But the one big business that everybody knows about is Facebook. And Mark Zuckerberg, that business started with an idea where he invited 5 friends and only 2 of them showed up. Now, imagine being the 3 that didn't show up, what they feel like today. And the 2 guys that actually did, wouldn't you rather be them? And it's just because the opportunity knocked on their door, and they opened the door and embraced that opportunity with both arms. And that's what you've got with Thrive International. You've got an opportunity that's unique, that's fresh, that's paying people, that works, that's a reality that's happening today. And you need to get involved. You need to open the door, embrace it with both hands, and learn as you go. I mean, even if you don't know anything about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin industry and Thrive and what Thrive is all about, get involved. And that's the awesome thing. You can learn as you go. And Thrive is all about helping people. Now, Thrive International is a fully automated online advertising and e-commerce company. And you will see a lot of development as we go into the next few weeks with our app launching, App 32 launching, and what's coming with that app. It's state of the art. Believe me, you haven't seen anything like that app anywhere with any company anywhere in the world. And this is the amazing thing about this platform. And we offer businesses and individuals the opportunity to advertise and sell their products and services to a Bitcoin, to a global Bitcoin community, and have an opportunity of recurring profit share in the advertising revenue generated by Thrive International. So just think about this. How did Facebook generate their revenue? Or how do they still generate their revenue? Through advertising. But the difference is that they don't share any of their revenue with anybody except the owners. And we are actually promoting that company for them. I mean, basically everybody everywhere in the world is using Facebook today. So why not get involved in a company that actually offers you the opportunity to share in the revenue? And through what I've shared with you, the little that I've shared with you at the moment, you can see that Thrive International is connecting people with each other, because we've been connecting people all over the world through this community already. But we're also connecting businesses because of the offering of advertising and selling of products. But we're also growing a community globally as the company expands. Our mission in Thrive, and this is the heartbeat of Thrive, and you can actually see it when you speak to our CEO and founder, James Francis, that this is the big drive behind this company. We want to donate $1 billion to various projects and organizations around the world and make a genuine difference in raising the standard of humanity. And it's happening already. We're seeing lives being changed in a blink of an eye. And it's not just in Africa and South Africa, but it's happening in Australia. It's happening in the US. It's happening in Canada, in Europe, and everywhere. So this company will be noticed on a big global scale, and people will be flocking to this company like you cannot believe. So this is our CEO and founder, James Francis. What an amazing man. I mean, Scott touched on this, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but this is the man behind the vision of Thrive. And it's becoming a reality. Things are happening and falling into place. He's done so much work getting everything in line, making sure that the payment systems work, making sure that this company is the company that's going to make a difference in every single person that gets involved in this company. So the biggest thing that he was concerned about when he looked at developing this program was, out of his past experience in the industry, the biggest thing was autoships or monthly memberships or recurring payments. I mean, that's what makes a team fall apart. And the reason is that people are getting involved in opportunity to make money, not to lose money, not to be in a worse off situation that they are currently. And that's what actually happens, because people, if they have to pay a monthly fee every single month, at some stage, they're going to stop. Because in any of those companies, and you can go and look at most of them, you've got a 10 to 20% retention rate, meaning that you have to replace 80 to 90% of your members every single month. And how do you do that? It becomes an impossible task. So the first thing is that in Thrive, you do not pay an autoship. You pay for your ad share or your ad pack once, and it's yours for life. The second thing was to create sustainability for generations to come. And as we go through the presentation, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Then the third thing was to have a proper payment system where everybody everywhere in the world could have access to their commissions and their profits straight away. And that's what we've got with Bitcoin and the blockchain technology. So this is our global team. I'm not going into details with them tonight, but we've got amazing guys all over the world. Nigeria doing an exceptional job with Simon, Sylvia, and Dr. David. Then we've got amazing people in South Africa, in Bess Kosana, Liz Clinton, Johan, Sue Allen, Zakele doing an amazing job. And then, of course, other international markets like Christy in Australia and Alex, they are exploding that market like you cannot believe. They've got me constantly on these calls with people in their country, and it's expanding extremely fast. And then we've got Richard from Canada, amazing young man, putting up both hands and saying that he wants to build this business and take it all the way to the top. And then, of course, all of you know Scott Smith and what he's all about. So before I get into the ad shares and the ad share packages, I just want to explain, how do you build your network and your structure in Thrive? And this is important to understand, is that we've got a force matrix structure, and we call it the 2x2 force matrix. In other words, on your level 1, you've got 2 open positions. On your level 2, you've got 4. On your level 3, you've got 8. Then you've got 16, 32, 64, and so on. And that's quite important to understand. So every single level that you have actually multiplies by 2. But yes, the big positive, or the big thing about Thrive, is that we've got a force matrix on steroids, because normally people will tell you that it takes a massive amount of people and a massive amount of effort to fill up a structure of this kind. But in Thrive, each and every one of those positions in your structure is filled up by an ad share. And because one person can own a multiple number of ad shares or multiple packages, it means that the structure grows extremely fast. And over and above that, you've got all the bonus and automated ad shares coming into that structure as well. And that's something that you need to understand. So let's say you sign up a blue tanzanite with 112 ad shares. You've got one person filling up 112 spots in your matrix immediately. And that's huge. That's huge because one person is the same as bringing in 112 people. And that is the amazing part of the structure and how it builds. So we've got different ad share packages. The first one is the bronze ad share with one ad share, and it's a once-off payment of 0.08 Bitcoins, about 125 US dollars today. And you get a profit per cycle of 6.2 Bitcoins. So as soon as you complete a cycle, your total profit with one ad share is 6.2 Bitcoins. And for every single ad share that you own, you will create a 6.2 Bitcoin profit in a cycle. So if you look at the yellow tanzanite ad share pack, it's 4 ad shares at a once-off payment of 0.3 Bitcoins. Total profit per cycle is 24.8. Then we've got the green tanzanite with 7 ad shares, once-off payment of 0.5 Bitcoins. Total profit per cycle is 43.4. Then we have a pink tanzanite with 14 ad shares, once-off payment of 1 Bitcoin. Total profit per cycle is 86.8. Black tanzanite with 28 ad shares, once-off payment of 2 Bitcoins. Total profit per cycle is 173.6. Then purple tanzanite with 56 ad shares, once-off payment of 4 Bitcoins. Total profit per cycle is 347.2. And then the blue tanzanite, the big one with a once-off payment of 8 Bitcoins, but a total profit of 694.4 Bitcoins in one complete cycle. Now that's over $1 million US today. And in any language, in any business, that's a lot of money. And that's the potential in Thrive. And you can build it up from 1 to 112 and beyond that in this company. But one of the major factors for me was the ability to be able to change my current cash flow situation. Because if you get involved in any business or anything that you do need cash on a daily basis, not just to put food on your table, but to take care of the small little bills, like your phone calls on a daily basis, your fuel bill on a daily basis, and things like that. And I could finally go with this business and plan and set a goal for myself on a weekly basis. So what do I need this week? If you look at a pink tanzanite, for instance, if you need about $400 this week to carry you through as a cash flow, you sign up a pink tanzanite today. He pays for his package, and you have 0.2 Bitcoins available to withdraw immediately after that package has been paid. Now, that's about $400. And a lot of people don't even earn that on a weekly basis. And that's what I love about this, because you can actually go and set goals for yourself. Whether you do it with bronze, whether you do it with yellow, or any one of the bigger ones, you can actually achieve those goals. And you can actually start to feel the difference by this instant referral commissions. And if you look at the blue tanzanite with 1.6 Bitcoin payment, that's a lot of money. That's close to $3,000 today. And that will make a big difference to any household on any day. So let's look at the impact of the instant referral commissions from the 21st of February this year up to about 2 weeks ago or so. Thrive has paid out over 35 Bitcoin in instant referral commissions. And that's a big number. That's a big number. That's people that has withdrawn and changed their cash flow situation already. Then, of course, your earnings and you need to understand that we base this earnings on one ad share. So if you have multiple ad shares, obviously it will multiply by the amount of ad shares that you have. But with one ad share, the system divides your total income into two. 50% will go into a retention wallet and 50% of your earnings will go into a profit wallet. Now, anything that goes into your profit wallet is available for you to withdraw. So the total of 6.2 Bitcoins over a complete cycle will be available in your profit wallet to withdraw. But then also the instant referral commissions of 20% will also be available for you to withdraw, because that will go directly into the profit wallet as well. But one thing that I was looking for in an opportunity for an extremely long time was the sustainability of the system. And that's what we've got in the retention wallet. And this is only part of our sustainability. But the retention wallet, what that does is it buys additional ad shares on your behalf automatically all of the time. And how many times have you seen people earning money in the industry and earning money overall, and after a few months they've got nothing to show for it? And it's simply because people do not reinvest in themselves. If they're earning money, there's a lot of things that are happening, and I'm not just saying that people are spending, but people do tend to spend more if they've got money on things that they don't actually need. And here we've got a business that's actually taking care of your financial future and the future of generations to come. So it's extremely important to understand what that retention wallet is doing for you. So how do you complete a cycle? What is a cycle? And a cycle is completed when you fill up your force matrix structure from level 1 to level 10. That's a total of 2,046 ad shares in your structure. Now, to achieve that, you need to go through 4 different profit levels. And at profit level number 1, this is when you get started. So your level 1 filled up with 2 ad shares, and whether or not that's direct referrals of yours or spillover from the top, that qualifies you for earnings. At that stage, you do not get any additional ad shares or any profit, but it helps you to get going. And at profit level number 2 is when you have your level 1, your level 2, and your level 3 in your structure completed and full. You've got a total of 14 ad shares. The system now goes and buys 1 additional ad share for you, but pays out a profit of 0.05 Bitcoins. And that 1 additional ad share forms part of your current structure. Then at profit level number 3 is when you fill up your structure from level 1 to level 6. It's a total of 126 ad shares. And the system now automatically buys an additional 7 ad shares on your behalf. That forms part of your structure once again, but pays out a profit of 0.361 Bitcoins. And then, of course, at profit level number 4 is when you complete your cycle and your structure with levels 1 to level 10 completely full, total of 2,046 ad shares. The system now purchases an additional 105 ad shares on your behalf, but forms part of your structure, but also pays out a 5.772 Bitcoin profit. Now, if you add all of these profit levels together, you've got that total ad shares of 113 generated in one cycle with 1 ad share, but also a total profit of 6.2 Bitcoins. And that's amazing. But it doesn't stop there, because the system, through the retention wallet, now automatically refinances your ad share that you started with, and it starts a second cycle. And every single other ad share that forms part of your structure as soon as they mature and complete their cycle, they follow you into the second cycle, meaning that you only have to build a structure of 2046 ad shares once, and they will keep on following you into the second cycle. And when second cycle is full, they will follow you into the third and into the fourth, and it continues like that. And eventually you'll have multiple ad shares going through the cycle on a daily and a weekly basis. And that's the potential of this business. That's what you need to see and understand, that you've got sustainability in a system that's going to be here for years and years and years to come. And every single ad share that you have has the ability to generate 6.2 Bitcoin profit and an additional 113 ad shares in your structure. So if there's any questions at this stage, you're more than welcome to type them in the chat room, or you can simply unmute your mic and ask the question, and we'll answer it to the best of our capabilities. Okay, so I've got a question here in the chat room that pertains to the WhatsApp message that was sent out today about the crypto investor and the entrepreneur. So basically, there's actually in the ad share, there's no difference as such. The only difference is when you're a crypto investor, that's somebody that's going to come in and they're going to buy multiple packages of ad shares, place themselves in the structure, and wait for growth within the system. So those are the people that would be coming in, and they will tell you from day one that they are not going to recruit. They're not going to build a team. They are here simply as an investor. They want to see growth. They want to wait. They're willing to wait. Because the thing is, what you need to understand, if you are going in as an investor anywhere in the world and you invest, there's not going to be massive returns for at least a year. Now, in Thrive, it's going to happen much faster, but if you're an investor, you're coming in, you're plugging yourself into the system with a pink tanzanite or a black or a purple or whatever the case might be, and you're not physically going to recruit people, but you're already forming part of the structure because you're helping everybody else to fill up the structure, and you are willing then to wait for the growth to take place. And you will earn of all of these profit levels, but you will never earn in referral commissions because you are not referring somebody, you're not actually building a team. So if you're the entrepreneur, it means that you're coming into this business to go out and share this opportunity with every single person that you possibly can, and you want to build a team, and you want to earn instant referral commissions. And that's the difference between the two. Any other questions?
Hey, Willie, I got a quick question, and I'm sure a lot of people want to know this as well. When we say 2,046 ad shares in your team before you can cycle, I know that sounds overwhelming to some people and especially to the new person. However, is it personal referrals or can they be indirect or direct sponsors?
Well, it can be either of the two. So
okay, great. So basically, you can sign up people. In the meantime, your whole organization is also creating ad shares to get you to cycles faster,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, perfect.
And when you've got a combination of packages that we are talking about, let's say for instance a blue tanzanite, how many blue tanzanites do you actually need to complete a cycle? If you don't count the automated ad shares into the equation, you need about 18 blue tanzanites in your structure to cycle. And whether that is people that you bring in personally or whether it's people that's part of your team bring in, they all form part of your structure.
Wow. Wow. So basically, it can happen pretty quickly once you start to create momentum and et cetera, et cetera.
Absolutely,
Um,
because we also have these auto ad shares that form part of your structure all of the time. That the system actually purchase on your behalf. So you can just imagine every time that somebody in your structure hits 14 ad shares, there's one additional ad share in your structure. Every time somebody hits 126 ad shares in your structure, there's 7 additional ad shares in your structure.
that's massive.
And it happens on a continuous basis. So when you see this momentum, that is when you're going to go, wow, where does this money come from? Where did
Yeah,
these ad shares come from? And it just suddenly happens overnight.
absolutely amazing. Amazing. Does anybody else have any questions for Willie before we wrap this call up? Because I know he's really busy, and we want to get out there into the field and start doing our messages and et cetera, et cetera. So feel free to open up your line and just ask questions. We're here to help and answer as best as we can.
I just want to say that everybody should invite as many people as they can to these Zoom meetings because it's really informative and this can help all of your prospective clients to see the real benefit that they can get from Thrive.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that. You know, as we say every single time that we on this call, this platform is not here for me. This platform is here for all of you to go and invite your prospects, because you don't have to do anything except getting them on this call, and we will show them the business.
And then Thrive will cut you a check.
Yeah, and I mean, everybody can sit in the comfort of their home. They don't have to drive anywhere. They don't have to drive to a presentation. They don't have to be there at a certain time. They can sit in the comfort of their home and see what this is all about and start building this business immediately.
I just don't think people realize that how powerful this tool is. We need to try and educate them.
Oh yes, absolutely. I totally agree with that. And even with these launches coming up, in Nigeria and in Durban and Johannesburg in the next few weeks, you have to go and invite as many people as you possibly can to these big events, because any professional in the industry would tell you that the biggest momentum in their businesses happened with big launches like this. So if you haven't booked your ticket yet, you have to get on that link, get it done. There's limited seating available, and you're going to kick yourself if you do not invite every single person that you know to that event that's going to happen in your area. And obviously the other countries, your launches will come, and we will do exactly the same thing over there. But the opportunity is now to get your people on board and use the tools that are available. Why do you want to complicate things for yourself if we've got a simple business like this with all the tools and the platforms available already?
Exactly. Awesome. Anything else, Willie? How are you doing? You good?
No, I'm good. I'm great.
Awesome.
I'm excited because
Yeah, super excited, man.
oh yes,
We got a lot of great things happening. So just remember, if this is if you invited anybody back on, or if you invited anybody on this call this evening, make sure you get back to them, get them the referral link, help them register. We do have a step-by-step system on how to sign people up now, which is awesome. Thanks to Liz who provided that information. So we do these every single day, multiple times a day, depending on where you're located in the world. But tomorrow, let's get these lines packed out even more. Let's get these numbers up. Let's show them, exactly what we got going on, and just watch your business grow when we start doing that. I'm telling you, I've only been in for a little while, and I got a little over 2,000 people now in my team, and I'm getting close to cycling. It's just because I'm plugging people into the system, and I'm letting the system do the work for me as I'm going out and recruiting and recruiting. So I appreciate you, Willie. You're a rock star. You're definitely leading the way and paving the way for this company and team to really thrive to the top. So I hope you all enjoyed this evening's presentation, and make sure you get back to the person that invited you. Let's get more people on tomorrow, same time, same place. With that being said, you guys all have a phenomenal night, and I'll see you guys all at the top. Take care.
thank you and good night.